This is the first 15-inch MacBook Air. And because the 13-inch has been around for a long time, so 15-inch Air did attract me. And I'm so curious about which one is better by comparing to my 2021 14-inch MacBook Pro.
And so let me go ahead and show it to you now.
The 15-inch Air weighs 1.5 kg, which is just slightly lighter than the 14-inch Pro. But it somehow feels even lighter when holding it. That is because it is so thin. But how exactly thick is this new Air? Well, it is just about the thickness of the Pro without the screen part. The same on its size, 15 3/8-inch, which is just slightly bigger than 14 2-inch. That makes you feel it is light. Put it into your backpack, you wouldn't feel anything but just a little heavier. And thanks to the new exclusive color, the new MacBook Air looks beautiful and elegant. I thought the thickness and the color would only benefit the new Air, but after a long time test, I found out that I was wrong. Compressing the thickness will result in a strange gravity center. Put it on a table will be fine, but once you put it on the stand, it will be bouncing like a dancer. Besides, I don't really understand the purpose of a 15-inch. Air should be the one that's so portable, but now you need a larger bag to fit it. Unlike the 14-inch, you can easily put it into a smaller bag. As for the color, this midnight blue looks like black when it's dark. Although it's looking great under sunlight, but you have to keep it clean all the time. Now let's move on to the inside of this laptop. Take a rough look. The screen on MacBook Pro is definitely better than this. The 15-inch Air has a larger screen size, but comes with a lower resolution compared to the 14-inch Pro. 500 nit brightness on the SDR, but Pro can keep it at 1000 nit brightness and 1600 nit peak brightness on its SDR display. On Air, 500 nit is all they got. Although 500 nit is enough for indoor use, but considering its portability and outdoor usage, it should have been brighter. Something worse is the Air doesn't equip the promotion screen, which is not difficult to find out. The cursor is not moving smoothly as well as when scrolling websites. Just like the subtle and intuitive differences on the screen, the keyboard of this Air is a bit soft and plain. It's not giving a strong response like on Pro. Moreover, despite it has a 6-speaker units, which is 2 units more than 13-inch. But they are not placing on the surface, so the sound you hear it's like coming from the backside of the screen. Back to the old topic of productivity, video editing. Benefited from the M2 chip. To edit H.264, H.265 4K footage, you don't need to turn on the proxy. Inputting the footage, Air took almost the same time as Pro, and basically you wouldn't encounter any lags. The difference occurs when generating the video. Same like Pro, you can basically do nothing when it's outputting. But Air is indeed much slower. If it's not pre-rendered, it takes more than 20 minutes to output even a small preview video. When it's all pre-rendered, outputting the complete video, Air is 10% slower than Pro. The Pro is still better. And the new Air is still lack of ports, although you can charge it with a MagSafe cable, but the rest 2 Type-C ports are not enough to fill my needs. 1 hub, 1 disk. If you want to do some extra work, hub is essential, but the Pro can directly read the card, connect monitor, and is still with a C port left. In that case, you no longer need a hub. It is time to talk about the software. Air was the very first product to reach macOS for many users. But macOS is really something that if you like it, you like it, you don't, you don't. And I don't know if it's because the upgrade of macOS Ventura by running just 2 regular apps, 9GB RAM is already taken. So if you don't choose a larger RAM, it will just get worse. Today, it seems the Air is getting closer and closer to Pro, and in order to make it different, many important and essential hardware is removed on this. During the time of using it, the biggest surprise for me is actually the system transition between Apple devices. The rest of the time, like working or entertaining, I am more like an unreasonable person who is complaining all the time. Maybe the problem is just about choosing the right one. So I personally recommend you to buy the default configuration of 13-inch Air, because that's what Air should be. If you need stronger productivity, then better consider the Pro. It'll be a much wiser choice than choosing Air. Apple has made this product a weirdo because it's neither the Air or Pro. We give 6 points for its design. The 15-inch is too embarrassing. It's not that light but very thin. The midnight color is cool if you keep it clean. Function 5 points. Without considering the price, it is the Air level. But if considering the price, it is not good enough. Accessibility 5 points. 15-inch is not easy to carry or even holding when doing presentation. Price performance 5 points. It's not a product which surprised me and it won't be my choice. 2023 MacBook Air 15-inch TestV gives 5.25 points as the subjective overall score. So how do you think of this new MacBook Air? Leave your rating under the video and tell us the reason you have.